Dear students, good morning everybody. After a long time, we are meeting again through this online classes, Sri E-Class Physics. Today, I am going to take up the analyzation of the graphs. In the previous session, I explained about the analyzation of distance time graph. Today, we are going to see the analyzation of the graphs part 2. Let us see what is this. Now first I'd like to go to the notes here which I have given in the previous session number 10. You can see there I explained about the velocity time graphs for three cases. One is body moving with uniform velocity, second case body moving with uniform acceleration, third case body moving with uniform deceleration. First, I will revise these things whatever we have done in the session 10 so that we can comfortably do the analyzation of the graphs. You can easily understand the analyzation of the graphs. First one is body moving with uniform velocity. You know very well, time is taken here, velocity is taken here. This is known as a velocity time table, and here time is increasing equally 0 second, 10 second, 20 second, 30 second, 40 second, 50 second. We call that equal intervals of the time here. But you see here the velocity is not increasing, not decreasing, it is constant. Therefore, we are calling it as a body moving with uniform velocity. Now, we are drawing the graph. The graph here on the x-axis we are taking time, whereas on the y-axis we are taking the velocity, and therefore we are calling this as a velocity time graph. If you draw the graph with this data, we will get a straight line. Let us see here. For 0 seconds, 40 meter per second, we will get the point here. For 10 second, again 40. For 20 second, again 40 meter per second. For 30 second, 40 meter per second. Like that, everything we are getting the points at this height only on the y-axis. I mean to say that all these points we are getting at 40 meter per second. If you join this line, that line will be a straight line, and also it is parallel to the x-axis. Okay, see, it is clearly parallel to the x-axis. So, this is the velocity time graph for a body moving with uniform velocity. We say that nature is a straight line parallel to the x-axis, that is the time axis. Now, let us go to the second graph which I explained. Now, this is the second case, that is body moving with uniform acceleration. As usual, I am taking the velocity time table because it is the velocity time graph. Time I am taking equal intervals of the time, 0 second, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, 6 second, gap is same, and velocity here is increasing. How? 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. If you observe carefully, every time it is increasing 10 meter per second, 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 10 meter per second gap increase. Therefore, we call it as a uniform acceleration, body moving with uniform acceleration. If you draw the graph for this, you will get, as usual, we are taking time in the seconds because I have given in seconds here on the x-axis. Velocity on the y-axis we are taking in meter per second. Whatever the unit it is given in the table, that you have to take it up. Okay. Now let us see here. 0 seconds 0 meter per second, 0 seconds 0 meter per second, 1 second 10 meter per second, 2 seconds 20, 2 seconds 20, 3 seconds 30 meter per second, 4 seconds 40 meter per second, 5 seconds 50 meter per second, 6 seconds 60 meter per second. Like that we are getting. If you observe carefully, we will find that you are getting the straight line, but you remember this straight line is not parallel to the x-axis. Because velocity is gradually increasing. As the velocity is gradually increasing, it is going up, 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 up like this. So, you are getting a line here, straight line only, but we say that straight line inclined. Some books they have written inclined, some books they have written making an angle with x-axis. You see some angle it is there. This angle is also having importance. In future classes you are going to learn about that one. So, this is the velocity time graph of a body moving with acceleration. Now, let us see the third case. This is the third case, that is body moving with uniform deceleration. Deceleration is nothing but negative acceleration. We also call it as a retardation. Again, we are taking velocity timetable. Again, equal intervals of the time I am taking 0 second, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, 6 second like this. Remember, here it is a deceleration, means it starts with some high velocity and decreases that velocity up to 0 meter per second. Velocity decreases. How it is decreasing? Let us say 60 meter per second, 10 meter per second is decreasing, 50 meter per second, 40 meter per second, 30 meter per second, 20 meter per second, 10 meter per second, 0 meter per second. If you observe carefully, every second gap 10 meter per second it is decreasing. Therefore, we call it as a uniform deceleration. If you draw the graph here, you will find out that as usual we are taking time in seconds on the x-axis, velocity which I have forgotten to write, that velocity it is taken on the y-axis. As I said just now, time in seconds we are taking, velocity meter per second on the y-axis we are taking. Let us draw the graph, that is 0 second 60 meter per second. See 0 second 60 meter per second. 1 second, this one I am talking about, 50 meter per second. Go like this and write against this one. You are getting point here. For 2 seconds 40 meter per second. 2 seconds it is going like that, 40 meter per second is like this. If you put the points here, you will get the points like this, and you will get the line like this, graph line. Very interestingly, this is also straight line, but it is negative slope we call it as, that is making angle with the y-axis we will say for easiness. X-axis also it is making, no doubt in it, but we will make it like this, and with velocity axis it is making an angle, and with x-axis it makes obtuse angle. That you have to remember, obtuse angle it makes like this. Okay, these are the three graphs which we have learnt it. Today we are going to analyze the graphs. To analyze the graphs, generally what in the examination they give is that they give the graph and they ask various questions based on the graph. For example, they give one graph, they will ask a question, what type of graph it is, means you have to tell, you have to observe, and you have to tell whether it is a velocity time graph or distance time graph. Then after they will ask you what is the nature of the graph. Nature of the graphs means whether it is a straight line or curved line. If it is a straight line, is it parallel to x-axis or making an angle with the x-axis or something like that you have to tell. And they will ask even the nature of the motion of the body from the graph, that is whether body is at rest or whether body is moving with uniform velocity or uniform acceleration or uniform deceleration. All those things we are going to discuss today using the graphs. Now already I have drawn some graphs for you to save the time. I am going to keep in front of you. We have to analyze it. You have to analyze it, and after completion of the video, I will send that graphs through WhatsApp. Some other graphs I will send through WhatsApp. You have to answer them and you have to send back through WhatsApp. Okay. Now I will go to the notes now. Now let us continue this analyzation of the graphs part 2. As we just now revised the velocity time graphs, based on that knowledge, let us see this graph. First, what type of graph is this? To see that one, on the y-axis what is taken, on the x-axis what is taken, you have to decide. You know very well, on the y-axis it is taken velocity, on the x-axis it is taken time. Therefore, this graph is velocity time graph. What graph it is? Velocity time graph. So, if they ask the question by giving this graph, what type of graph is this? You have to tell velocity time graph. And next question, what is the unit of the velocity taken here? You have to see in the brackets whatever it is written, that is the unit. Here if you observe carefully, velocity is taken in kilometer per hour. You see here I am not giving the table, already using some table this graph is drawn, that we are analyzing it now. Okay. Now let us see here on the x-axis time is taken, how it has started. It has started from 9 am, means the motion of the graph which we are taking is from 9 am. Then after 9:15 am, 9:30 am, 9:45 am, 10 am, 10:15 am, like that it is going. If you observe carefully, some equal interval of time is there. Can you tell me what is the equal interval of the time? That is 9 am, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. I think by this time you have understood that it is 15 minutes gap. And one more thing I have to mention, in the last videos some of the students they have asked me the doubt, sir, time you are taking in hours and you are writing here am and all those things, that represents in hours only. And moreover, I am splitting up of this hours time as a part for the convenience of drawing of the graph. These are hours only, 9 hours, 9:15 hours, 9:30 hours, 9:40 hours, 10 hours, 10:15 hours, like that. So, for convenience sake, I am taking up in the 15 minutes like that. Let us see here. 9 am velocity is how much? From the graph you have to tell. That is 50. What is the unit? Kilometer per hour, not meter per second. So, 9 am it is 50 kilometer per hour. What is the velocity from the graph? Let us find out. 9:15 am, again it is 50 kilometer per hour. Let us go to 9:30 am, 9:30 am, again it is 50 kilometer per hour. Like that, if you see all the times, it is 50 kilometer per hour, 50 kilometer per hour. The meaning is, can you tell what is the meaning of this one? Whether it is a uniform velocity or uniform acceleration, can you assess it? I think you can. That is, velocity is constant. Velocity is constant means uniform velocity. With how much uniform velocity it is going? You can see the graph and tell me that it is 50 kilometer per hour uniform velocity it is going. So, they give the graph, they will ask the question, with how much uniform velocity the body is moving. You have to tell 50 kilometer per hour from this graph. And listen, suppose if the graph line is here, you have to give the answer, the body is moving with velocity 40 kilometer per hour if it is there here. If it is there here, 30 kilometer per hour. If it is there here, you have to tell how much you know. Just you see and tell me in between 30 and 40 what will come here. Yes, whatever you are saying it is correct, that is 35 kilometer per hour. Like that, by seeing the graph, you must be able to tell whether it is uniform velocity or uniform acceleration. If it is a uniform velocity, with how much uniform velocity it is going. Next question, they give the graph, they will ask one more important question, that is, what is the nature of the graph line? You know very well, graph line is a straight line, and that graph line, is it parallel or making angle with x-axis? Observe carefully, and you know very well it is not making any angle, whereas it is parallel to the x-axis. Nature of the graph is parallel to the x-axis. These are the various 1 mark questions they will ask based on the given graph. Now, we are going to see one more numerical type question based on this graph. Let me start that. Now, in this graph, as I said just now, velocity is taken on the x-axis, time is taken on the x-axis. You know that velocity is equal to distance by time. Is it correct? So, distance is equal to velocity into time. I think you understand this one. In this graph, if you multiply this velocity with this time, you will get it the distance. I mean to say velocity, whatever it is taken on the y-axis, multiplied by the time, whatever it is taken on the x-axis. If you multiply these things, you will get the displacement rather. Displacement means that is magnitude of the displacement, we will get it. Magnitude of the displacement is nothing but the distance only, we call it. So, from this mathematical expression, we can say that if you find the area under this graph line, I repeat, area under this graph line gives the product of velocity and time, that gives the magnitude of the displacement, that is the distance. I am repeating this sentence, my dear students, please listen carefully, and it is very useful for your higher classes also. This is a velocity time graph. If you take the product of the velocity and time, we will get the distance, that is magnitude of the displacement. And the graph, from the graph, this area, if you take up this area under the graph, gives us the displacement, that is product of the velocity and time. Now, we are going to do one simple numerical problem based on this concept, but I will tell you question how they will ask, whatever I have explained now. They will give this graph and they will ask how the distance is calculated from the velocity time graph. You have to tell that the product of velocity and time, that means area under the velocity time graph. Area under the velocity time means this area gives us distance, you have to tell. Let us calculate now the distance from this graph. Now, question here is, there are two times given, t1 and t2. To calculate the distance covered by the body between the times and t1 and t2, to calculate that one, what we do is that distance covered by body between time t1 and t2. How to calculate it, that I will show you now. So, for that what you have to do is that from time t1 you have to draw a line parallel to the y-axis so that it touches the graph line, means you have to draw the line like this. For convenience sake, to save the time, already I have drawn it. And from time t2 also you have to draw the line like this. Then what happens, it will form a rectangle here. As I said just now, to calculate the distance, that is the magnitude of the displacement, what you have to do is that you have to find out the area of this one, area of this rectangle. For convenience sake, I call this rectangle name as A, B, C, D. Okay, here this point is D, this point is D. A, B, C, D is a rectangle. If you calculate the area of this rectangle, then you will get the displacement. So, we will write it here, displacement or distance, whatever it is called. I call it as a distance, that is magnitude of the displacement. Magnitude of displacement, that is equal to area of area of rectangle. What is the name of the rectangle? ABCD. Rectangle's name is ABCD, that you know very well here. Okay. Now, to calculate the area of the rectangle, distance I will indicate it as a D, or some books they took it as a S also. S also they say that, for convenience sake anything you can use. Sorry. So, area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle means I can say that AB multiplied by AD. AB multiplied by AD. Now, what AB represents on the graph? AB represents the height of this line that is given as 50 kilometer per hour. I mean to say, from here to here on the graph, if you go it like this also, it is 50 kilometer per hour. So, I am writing here 50 kilometer per hour multiplied by AD. AD is T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1. This T2 minus T1, I will write it here 50 kilometer per hour multiplied by T2 is 10 hour 15 minutes minus 9 hour 30 minutes. It is going to come 50 kilometer per hour multiplied by, just you see, 10:15 minus 9:30. How many minutes it will take place? You tell me. 10:15 to 9:30. So, if you observe carefully, 9:30 to 9:45, 15 minutes. Again, from there to 10, 15 minutes. From there to there, 15 minutes. 15 plus 15 plus 15. Total 45 minutes it will take. 45 minutes. You remember, minute is a part of the hour. That is equal to 50 kilometer per hour multiplied by 45 minutes. 45 minutes can be converted into hours by dividing 60. By dividing 60, it can be converted into hours. Now, you have calculated like this. Remember, 45 minutes is converted into hours by dividing 60, because in 1 hour 60 minutes will be there. So, in 1 minute 1 by 60th hour will be there. Now, this 0 gets cancelled. Now, let us see calculation. 3 2s are 3 15s are, it will be there, it will go cancellation. Then finally, what is the answer? Just you check it. Answer, if you multiply it, 15 5s are 75 by 2, that is equal to 37.5 kilometer per kilometer, not per hour, kilometer only. This is distance. Now, we are calculating distance, that is 37.5 kilometer. Now, this is the way of calculation of the distance from the velocity time graph. Dear students, I would like to stop this one here. Please go through this video once again and try to answer the other examples. I am going to send the other examples to you. You have to answer and send back to me. And you remember, to calculate the distance from the velocity time graphs, we take the area. Okay. Now, I stop here. You watch this video. If you like it, give the feedback in YouTube channel only. And if anything is there, you can give the suggestions for further improvement also. And you can give the suggestions, comments in the comment section in YouTube only. If you have any doubt in this subject, to my WhatsApp number, personal number, you send the question, I will send the answer to your number, WhatsApp number. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye. Have a nice day.